Uno Mixed is presented to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Pepsi, That's What I Like.
Welcome back to Uno Mix. Hashtag shots fired. Our Daniel Perez heads over to JTM Bench Rest and Sportsland for some finger trigger action.
Up in the village of Dedido, there's a nice little shooting range and gun shop. But what makes this gun shop special is it's women-owned, family-owned, and veteran-owned. Let's head on up to JTM Bench Rest and Sportsland.
Top day, everybody. Welcome to this month's edition of Uno Mixed. And as you can see, we are surrounded by guns, and more guns. So this is actually a very fun edition of Uno Mixed. And with me is the man behind all this, Mr. John Sablan. So, sir, if you can just explain what JTM Bench Rest right here in Dedido has to offer.
We are a full-service firearms retail and service outlet. We carry as much firearms as we can take, and we also offer gunsmithing services, custom gun building, AR-15 building, 1911, 22 rifle builds. We also do Cerakote. We are, I believe, the only Cerakote, factory Cerakote authorized applicator on the island. And we offer, pretty much most of the gunsmithing services that's offered in the States as well.
Aside from all the other gun services offered, shooting tournaments take place at JTM also.
The firearms business has been booming here on the island, probably because of the rising crime, but also COVID kind of shut down a lot of different recreational activities, and people started to pick up firearms for self-defense, but also started to get into sports shooting. So we are one of the, I believe we're the only outdoor shooting range right now. The other one in PD shooting range, I think, is temporarily closed. So we've been hosting competitions regularly now. We've held Steel Challenge, we've held Pacific Rimfire Shootout, and now we have another one coming up. It's going to be the Rimfire Challenge Shooting Association's version of Steel Challenge, but it's all 22 caliber rifles and pistols. So it's perfect for the youth or novice shooters or first-time shooters to come out and take part in the sport, try it out, and become knowledgeable and educated on firearms handling, safe handling, and operations.
The guns hanging on the wall right behind us are rentals and can be used if you decide to try out shooting at JTM. From semi-auto shotguns, AR-15s, M16s, carbine rifles, and a whole bunch of other firearms, nothing is off limits in JTM's arsenal.
So our shooting range, this is our rental room. We're in our rental room right now, and this is our rental inventory. Rifles, pistols, shotguns. We try to get a little bit of mix of everything, the modern stuff, but this room is not big enough to hold nearly everything that we can offer. On the other side of this room is our retail store where we have firearms for sale.
After talking to John Sablan about JTM services, we went over to the shooting range to get in on the action.
All right, everybody. It's actually a very special treat because Mr. Sablan will be demonstrating how to shoot properly and, safely.
After seeing how a pro does it, it was my turn to get some shots in.
Fire when you're ready.
Right.
Try to steal targets if you want.
Sure.
5. And you hit.
Stepping up to the plate next was the owner, CFO, and executive admin of JTM Bench Rest, Taylor Sablan. She was hitting all the targets with scary accuracy. Just last year, Taylor joined the US PSA Steel Challenge, her first ever shooting competition, and took home first place in the women's division. Unlike the first pistol I fired earlier, the 1911 pistol had more of a kick, but it was pretty fun to fire. If you're interested in trying your hand at shooting at JTM, you can contact Mr. John Sablan at 671-687-4869 or 653-4867.
I actually have a special treat for our viewers, which is our very own cameraman, Byron Rodriguez, will be shooting. So Byron, get off that camera and step up to the plate, man. He's actually a very good shooter. He shot.
Record?
Huh?
Did you even hit record when I shot?
Was it even hit?
Ready?
Well, guys, that just about does it for this month's Uno Mixed. So stay tuned next month and we'll have something even better. See you next time.
So Daniel might not be the sharpest shooter, but we'll give him credit for stepping up to the challenge. Don't go anywhere because when we come back, we have Pepsi Pulse.